Hey everybody, Jason Burmis here, and I saw that Randy Quaid was trending today. And I was wondering why, I was wondering what kind of nutty thing he had done, and I saw that it was about Bette Midler. For those that don't know, Bette Midler tweeted something out, the old fake Trump quote that if he were to run for president, he'd run as a Republican because Republicans are dumb or they're the dumbest or yada, 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 okay? So Quaid is now trending because of this video that he put out on Twitter. Let's play it.
Washed up psycho Bette Midler was forced to apologize for a statement attributed to me that turned out to be totally fabricated by her to make your very great president look really bad. She got caught, just like the fake news media gets caught. A sick scammer.
All right.
Washed up.
So there you go. There he is. So how did we get here, Randy Quaid? How did we get from a very, very successful character actor who was in some of the biggest Hollywood movies ever, was from a Hollywood family, to what you just saw? Well, let's bring it back a little bit, okay? The Quaids, him and his wife, left the country back in, I believe, 2010, after they went out and started talking about star whackers, people that were killing Hollywood celebrities. Now, the media tended to focus on Heath Ledger. Now, we all know Heath Ledger died of a drug overdose, and there may be some questions there. But what they didn't focus on were some of the more relevant questions that they were asking. What do you mean, relevant questions? Well, they were asking some relevant questions. They were talking about Brittany Murphy. Now, this is an article from 2017. Now, you notice her father, who was very, very ill in 2017, dropped the investigation into her death. Wait a minute, why was there an investigation into her death? Well, when they exhumed her body, first of all, her husband never believed that she died the way they said. They exhumed her body. They said there was the possibility that she was poisoned. Now, not only did Brittany Murphy, the star of Clueless and many other films, die unexpectedly, and there were big questions about her death, but then her husband died shortly after. It was not long. Okay? 5 months. And remember, he had vocalized that he thought his wife might have been murdered. Now, that was one thing that the Quaids were talking about. And actually, that was important. And it's been completely dropped. Completely dropped. Another person that they were talking about that may have been star whacked was David Carradine. Now, a lot of people thought that David Carradine died of, I believe they said, autoerotic asphyxiation, or he had hung himself. Folks, I first learned about this, big Howard Stern fan back in the day, and Quentin Tarantino was doing an interview with Stern, and he said that Carradine had been murdered, and that Carradine was actually working on a documentary on the Yakuza. So later on, the family hires an ex-FBI agent to do an investigation over there. And they say that his body was found in a hotel cupboard, but his hands were bound behind his back. And that it would have been impossible for him to do this to himself. Okay? And it's just so bizarre. Everything about this case, okay? And you notice Mark Garagos is the lawyer here. Mark Garagos making headlines even today. They want an investigation. I would think that people in Bangkok would want to support an investigation, allow the FBI to go over there and assist in the investigation so we can get answers to the questions. All right? Now, again, the family always said that Carradine was more than likely murdered. Brittany Murphy's family felt that she had been killed, including her husband, who ended up dead 5 months later. I mean, what are the chances there? So, the Quaids, in many ways, were somewhat based in fact, okay? This is an extensive article. By the way, they face felony charges if they ever come back to the United States. This is from Vanity Fair, I believe is a 2011 article, where they really delved into it, okay? So, in one of the videos that lets me know that Quaid may have lost it, okay? And you've seen his appearance, and there's his wife. You just saw the Bette Midler video. I'm not going to play this video. I'd like for this to try to stay monetized, since the last 4 videos I've made have all been demonetized, including the one I did this morning on the possible chemical castration of offenders. And that's the real deal. This is a video where he makes his wife wear a Rupert Murdoch mask and then gets behind her and does the business. That's real. That's real. And folks, you know, we've talked before in the past about having discernment, not losing yourself in all of this. And Hollywood is a really tough place to do that. You're surrounded by predators, vipers, liars, manipulators, producers, period. Plastic people all over the place. I hate that place. I absolutely cannot stand LA, West Hollywood, one of the few hell pits in this country I can say I've been to and I've spent time in, and that I do not care for. I like to relate to people. I like to talk to people. I like to have a conversation where I don't think the other person is lying to me or trying to take advantage of me, and that is what Hollywood is about. I promise you. So, to go back to them leaving for Canada, I'm going to play this clip so you get a better idea of how the media portrayed it. This is an older clip. This is from 2010 when all of this was going down.
Strange tale of Oscar and Emmy nominee Randy Quaid and his wife Evie. For more than a year, they've been on the run, avoiding felony charges in California, saying that they don't want to be targeted by people they call star whackers. Well, this week, after missing yet another court date, Evie forfeited her $500,000 bond. Randy Quaid is joining us exclusively this morning from Vancouver, Canada, their new home. But first, let's go back and give you a look at the trouble facing this Hollywood couple.
Now, wouldn't you know it, the Army cuts my disability.
Well, I don't want to even play that. We play some Hollywood stuff, and God knows that I could have it taken down, copyright infringement. So let's just play it right from here.
Is turning out to be much stranger than fiction.
We are not criminals, nor are we fugitives from justice, nor are we crazy.
Quaid and his wife Evie missed a court appearance in Santa Barbara, California this week because they are in Canada seeking asylum, they say, for their protection.
We believe there are to be a malignant tumor of star whackers in Hollywood.
The Quaids believe that people are singling out celebrities to either steal their fortunes or kill them.
And let's stop that. That's a very real possibility. You know, he doesn't look as disheveled here. He seems to have his wits about him. But again, once you go down some of these rabbit holes, you just saw that Bette Midler video, okay? I would not show you the video from 2015 where he seems as unhinged. We just discussed 2 real cases that needed to be looked at in Hollywood.
They believe David Carradine, who was found hanged in a Bangkok hotel room, and Heath Ledger, who died of a drug overdose, were victims of the same murderous conspiracy.
I believe these actors were whacked.
The Quaids are facing charges of trespassing and vandalism, accused of illegally squatting in a home they'd already sold. They provided CBS with this photo of their key in the front door as proof that they still own it.
Oh, don't want to play that, folks, because again, if we play anything in Hollywood, there's a good chance that we're gonna get knocked off. So let's see. You know, they don't even go to Quaid in this clip, even though they say they're going to do that. Again, at times, Quaid seemed extremely lucid. And, you know, talking about Brittany Murphy. And it's sad that her father is not going to get justice, that we may never know who took her life, because it certainly didn't seem like she died of what they said she did. And again, you can watch videos of her husband questioning her death as well. He dies 5 months after. Think about it, folks. Think about it. You know, that being said, guys, let's go to my channel right here. If you are not subscribed, now is the time to do so. Look at all these videos, pumping out many videos. Did 6 yesterday. I'm going to try to do 6 to 10 today about subjects that matter, that are not in the mainstream. And when they are, they're often misrepresented. So now's the time to hit that subscribe button. thumbs this up, share it, join the Burmis Brigade, and get out there. You got to get out there. You got to be the change you want to see in the world. You got to get this information to everybody. All right? That's the bottom line. I want to thank you for joining me, and I will see you later, brothers and sisters.